Jane Fonda was a big deal, movie star, and she was making these exercise videos, and she was going to go on a tour, and for some reason she was doing about 4 or 5 in-store Macy's in New York, and they decided to do our store in Raleigh, which is a pretty big store, and so it was a really big deal for us. And suddenly she started to get terrible publicity from veterans group, Vietnam veterans groups, and she had really, she'd been anti-war, but she had taken it to another level. She'd gone to see the North Vietnamese and almost supported them, and they did not want her to make any money. And she was making a lot of money, obviously, but they were trying to limit what she could do. So we started to get these threats that veterans were going to chain themselves to our store doors in wheelchairs, and it was really awful, and it was very difficult to know exactly what to do. I didn't support what she had done. I was opposed to the war, but I thought she had taken it too far. But I supported her being able to say whatever she wanted to say. I thought that was very important. And so here I was faced with this: what do I do? Do I try to protect us commercially? Do I try to protect her rights to say what she wanted to say? Where do I come out on the veterans? Because I understood why they were pissed off at her, and it was very difficult. And I was the one to make the decision, and I worked for a couple of days trying to figure out what to do. And I finally decided we just had to pull the event. We just couldn't do it. And the next day, her manager called me up and called me every name he could think of. I mean, he abused me for as long as I allowed him to until I hung up on him. And he called me a traitor and called me chicken and called me lots of other much worse things than that. And then 2 days later, she apologized. She said she had done a bad thing and she was sorry she had done it. And so I felt like I had probably made the right decision.